Welcome back, beautiful people. After completing the ring tossing part of the ring tosser game, we're now going to proceed with how to get the score out of the bottles, how to register it as a total score and show it in the UI to the user. Enjoy. Now that we have this, we need somehow to keep score. And to keep score, we are just going to keep the score. We are going to add a component to each bottle. How was it functioning? Bottleneck detector. So this bottleneck detector script is placed. This is why I like Rider. If you forget what the hell you did and where this script resides, you click here and it tells you on what asset this script exists. So one asset usage, and this is the ring prefab, and it opens it in Unity. And yeah, this is the neck detector, this square box right here. Okay, so when this one gets into collision with a neck, because this is how it's set up in the collision matrix, I think. And we have here physics, and we have bottle detector. Doesn't collide with anything other than the bottleneck. Okay, so when we have these things, when we arrive here, we are around the bottle's neck, and we need to get how many points this bottle has. So we're going to add a script on the bottleneck that collides with this detector, and we're gonna assign some points to it. So the script will be very simple. Neck bottleneck points. It's going to have a serialized field int points. We need somehow for the bottleneck detector to retrieve these points, and we're not gonna check the whole class. We are only interested in the points, and we're going to create an interface and point what's this going to be called? Excuse me, we need to put an I in front because it's an interface. Otherwise, the C# gurus are gonna come down on us. I point or points point getter. And this interface, it's not a mono behavior, it's not anything. It only makes sure that you have a function called int get points. Right. Bottleneck points is a mono behavior and an I point getter. And this one returns points. This is what all it does. And the net detector on trigger enter, on trigger exit, if collision around the bottleneck equals false. In this release, okay. So we need the collider, right? So we're gonna create a variable here. It's I point getter. collision plus plus, I point getter, no, other, try get component, I point getter, I point getter, and equals this one, and I'm around the bottleneck and everything has settled. I can get the points right now. If differs from null, get points. That's all I care. Points, debug, log, got, did I put 2? Got this many points. Okay, and when it exits, okay. So I have the ring, but I need to add the script to the bottleneck. So it was bottleneck points. So every bottle will have 5 points for now. I'm just gonna select a few of them and add more points to. So I'm going to throw a ring, and it fell between 2 bottles. Thank you. I'm going to throw another one, and that one stuck, and I got 5 points. Thank you. It works. Now, as I've said, I'm going to change a few of them. This is why I wanted to preserve the link from these objects to their prefabs, because I added to the prefab a script on its neck here, and now all of them have it. Easy. But I want a few of them to be selected and to award more points. But I'm going to create a material first, just to make them visible to the player. I'm just gonna call it red. Points for the red bottles. Right. We are going to test this very easily. Just gonna grab a ring here, place it directly over one of these red bottles. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Because we might stay here until tomorrow before I manage to... Why didn't it say anything? You should have said this thing. Ring body. Ring. Oops. No. That's 50 points. Let's check the so it does the null the what? Why is this null? We have encountered the bug. So it goes here. The other is a bottleneck. Ah, again. Why did it? Ah, it's two of them, yes. So we do have a. Why? Okay, so there's something weird going on here. It gets triggered once. It touched the first part of the. This one doesn't have a point getter on it. Touched the second one. This one has. And the third time, again with a null pointer. Ooh. How many rings do I have? Is this one. This one is the only one. This is a default. It shouldn't trigger the collision. This one should trigger the collision. And it has a bottleneck points object on it. Right, so who is triggering what here? What the fuck is going on? So I'm having somebody triggering a connection. Who is this object? This is a bottleneck detector. Okay, that is on an object. What is the this parent transform parent name ring. So we have a ring and the other is a bottleneck, right? Yeah. Try get component and I get a null. And we get another collision, another bottleneck. This time this one has a point getter on it. And we have another collision from another ring against a bottle body. Ah, and this is where it clears. Why did it trigger the collision with the bottle body? This is where I'm wrong. So first of all, I should only assign this if I manage to get the connection. And right, so why did the ring trigger the collection with the bottle body? What's wrong with the collision matrix here? I mean, it should, the bottleneck detector, uh, bottle detector only collides with the bottleneck. What did I do wrong? Bottle body. Where is the bottle body? Or maybe check this one. It's on the bottle layer. This is on the default layer. This is on the bottleneck. And the ring detector is the ring. Oh my god. Yeah. This should be the bottle detector ring. And I'm going to apply this to the ring. Yeah, the layers were all screwed up. You got 50 points. Now it works. Let's remove the ring from here. We know that now the collisions work and they report the points correctly. Let's just test it just for the fuck of it. And we managed to throw somewhere. Can I get a ring here? A bottle's neck? Oh, 50 points. Thank you. This one was 5. I'm gonna increase the, no, I'm gonna increase nothing. We're gonna disable this magnitude here. And what did I want to do? I want to show on the screen somewhere your total amount of your score amount. As before, we are going to use a variable, scriptable object variable. So variable, I'm going to write these variables for all the projects, so I hope I remember. The public script, it's not a mono, it's a scriptable object of type T, right? So this is the variable. It has a field private T value, and on iSerializable callback receiver, we need these. We need to derive from this interface because this is going to be an abstract class. This is going to be abstract as well. So, god damn you. What's the idea here? The idea is we need to also here value equals value virtual. We also need to, I'm not gonna make this abstract because there isn't much we can do with this. And right, so this variable gonna hold all kinds of values, ints, floats, whatever. But when you exit play mode, it needs to revert back to the default value, which should be 0. Otherwise, the asset will be modified in the project, and we do not want that. So I'm going to make an int variable now. Int variable, which, hello, oh, which is a variable of type int. Right. So create asset menu name scriptable objects int variable, file name int variable, but I'm going to add a small thing here. What? Why did I? It's the other way around. Right. What do I need to rewrite? The on after deserialize. On after. Okay. And this is not a private, it's protected value. Value equals 0. I'm gonna do this after. So I'm gonna update the value in the inspector afterwards. Now, no more compilation errors. We're going to create a folder named data globals and put a scriptable object in variable, which will be the total score. And now the ring, which has the bottleneck detector, which is going to need a reference to this variable, private int variable total score variable. Now I need to do something else here. Not rename it, idiot. Encapsulate it. I need read and write access to it. Okay. And whenever I get points, let's call value. It's not protected, it's public. Public value plus pointer get points. And just to show the user something, let's make an UI text mesh pro, place it score text, place it in the canvas. Oops, and let's go to 2D mode. Place it up top here, centralize it, give it like a, no, I'm gonna leave it white, but add a bit of drop shadow to it. And this one is in the shader, underlay like this and like this, and a bit of dilation, no, softness, a bit of softness like this. Yeah. And this is going to be the score handler, score keeper, score updater. Score updater. Come on. Score updater. Okay. Let's open This one also has a reference to the score. Int variable, total score variable, and because this is a prototype, we're gonna check directly on update the value. We're also gonna get require component type of text mesh pro. Okay, we're just gonna make sure we have this type of component on the game object. Private text mesh pro text, too ugly, text component. And on our wake, we're going to do this. And the text will be updated to score. Yeah, this. And if we hit play, no, we need to drop the total score variable here. Did I put it on the ring as well? It's on the no. So basically what I've done, GIMP, what I've done, let me show you whatever. How do you draw on this thing? So instead of, that's too wide, and the color should be black. Okay. Why did I make this in between the bottleneck detector component? Yeah, so this is the bottleneck detector component, let's say, and this is the total score UI component. And I didn't make a direct reference between them. I made an int variable called total score, which is a scriptable object, and a bottleneck detector writes to this variable, and the UI looks to this variable. I did this because I don't want these components to be tied together, these two. I do not want them to know about each other. This is the UI. It shouldn't care how this total score is computed. It only needs to show it, and it needs to know its value. That's it. On the other hand, the bottleneck detector doesn't have to carry references or know about whatever UI is in the game. And also, this keeps these two class, the bottleneck detector and the UI, completely ignorant of each other. They are very specific to what they do. This one detects a bottleneck, and this one displays a value on the screen. And also it would be pretty hard because of how it set up the game, because a bottleneck detector is a component on a ring that is instantiated every time we throw. So I would need, every time I instantiate a ring, I would need to go around the scene and find who is displaying the value to the user, which sounds pretty stupid. Why should this worry about UI, right? So creating this in between, because it's a scriptable object, I can assign it ahead of runtime to the ring, to the bottleneck detector, and also I can assign it to the UI to read from it, and keep these things separate, ignorant of each other, and not complicate the code with trying to find at runtime who the hell is displaying and if at some point I need to change this, this doesn't need to change along with it, because all it cares about is the bottles and the variable keeping the score, and that's it. I hope I made myself clear. And now let's go back to testing, where I don't know if this works or not. I threw a bunch of rings and I get 15 points, and that one is stubborn and doesn't want to go through. Can I make it? Ah, I made it jump out. A little harder. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Ah, it's just staying there around. All I need to do is throw straight with a bit more force, and I'm unable to do so. Come on. Yes! Yes. Give me the fucking point. 90, yes! It took quite a while for it to settle. Oh my god. Yeah, because it takes so long sometimes because it waits for the ring to stop moving. And only after that it awards the points. So yeah, this is the ring tosser carnival game. It took a few hours to make, but as you can see, if you have an idea, you need to test it. You just need to start creating the scripts to get to the gameplay as fast as possible. You get the point. Have a nice day.